Braunvieh Arena with Class 1 Junior Heifer Calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 1 Beef Builder Heifers entering the ring in Braunvieh Arena. Would like to take this time to introduce your judge over in your Beef Builder and Braunvieh Junior Show, Mr. Brandon Bratcher. Brandon is from Elizabeth, Indiana, and Brandon graduated from Purdue University with a degree in animal science. He, along with his family, raised commercial Angus cattle with a small but nationally competitive show Angus herd. If you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Bratcher a big round of applause for being out here and evaluating your Beef Builder and Braunvieh Junior Show. Again, now in the ring is Class 1 Junior Heifer Calves over in your Beef Builders Show. These heifers' date of birth range from April 11th through April 6th of 2025.
A really good way to start off our beef builder division here, and I'm going to leave them the way they stand. I think the young man's heifer wins pretty handily when we get to evaluating the cattle. I think when we get off the side, that one bounces up just a shot better than that heifer that's going to go second. She's deeper sided. Sure would like to lay that point of that shoulder in ever so slightly. I think if we done so, that one would funnel to the ground on those front two a little nicer and maybe be a little more confident on those front two when we ask that one to go. That heifer that's going to go second probably has the advantage in her shoulder. I think it lays in just a shot nicer than that heifer that wins the class. I think she's a longer spined heifer, just like to bring that rib shape down ever so slightly. When you get right in behind the cattle, I think she's giving up some punch and power and overall skeletal width compared to that one that wins the class.
And placings in Class 1 over in your Junior Beef Builder Heifer Show. First place goes to entry number 5, EEE Miss Tulip, exhibited by Everett Turknap of Owington, Kentucky. And second place in that class will go to entry number 6, MMS Miss Playboy Bunny, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring, it's Class 3 Senior Heifer Calves over in your Beef Builder Junior Show. Again, entering the ring now is Class 3 Senior Heifer Calves.
pair of heifers in this class. I think when they first hit the ring, I thought it was going to be a little more far out there than it was. It's a little closer in my mind once we get to evaluating these cattle, but I think the more I study them, the more this yellow heifer needs to win. I think she's more comfortable on both ends of that skeleton. I think her shoulder's has just a touch more correct in her angle. I think her knee sets back a little softer than that heifer in two. That's one I like quite a bit to go on and win. Heifer that's going to go second one, I think that one's probably got more extension the way she comes out of that blade in that front 1/3 of her body. Maybe she gets up in her spine just a tick when you ask that one to go. Maybe you like to change that one up right there to surface on those front two to get up there with the class winner.
And placings in Class 3 over in your senior heifer class over in your beef builder show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. And second place in that class goes to entry number 8, WAMB Gypsy, exhibited by Wyatt Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your division champion beef builder heifer. Again, now in the ring is your champion show calf champion beef builder heifer. And we are ready to begin your open Red Angus female show with your Red Angus percentage females in Class 1. Again, we are ready to start your percentage Red Angus female show with Class 1. These heifers' date of birth range from June 15th through May 4th, 2025. Again, now in the ring is Class 1 open Red Angus percentage females.
Since we've only seen these once a day, I'll go ahead and talk them again real quick. Young man out of that first class or division with that black calf up front here. One, it just balances up nicely when you get off the side. As much shape and swoop to that underline as anything we've seen here so far today. Maybe with that one, you just question the way that shoulder lays in up front and how she functions off those hocks when you ask that one to go. Young man with that gold heifer, you get behind this one, man, she's opened up and powerful. I think she's more comfortable in terms of her skeleton than that one right in front of her. So I guess it comes down to what you like and where your priorities lie. But let's give them a big round of applause in this Beef Builder show, and I'll go show you how I like your Grand and Reserve today.
And your division winner over in your Beef Builder show goes to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. Congratulations. And your reserve division winner will go to entry number 8, WAMB Gypsy of M435, exhibited by Wyatt Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering the ring is Class 7 Junior Yearling Heifers over in your Beef Builder show. Again, entering the ring now is Class 7 Junior Yearling Heifers. And placings in Class 1 over in your Red Angus Percentage Female show are as follows. First place and automatic Spring Heifer Calf Champion will go to entry number 98, Shady's Cupcake N54, exhibited by Jace Beatty of Crossville, Tennessee. Congratulations. And second place in Class 1 and automatic Reserve Spring Heifer Calf Champion will go to entry number 99, SLVC Ruby, exhibited by Amber Morris of Marengo, Indiana. And third place in Class 1 will go to entry number 97, 1JCA 2513, exhibited by Jones Cattle Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering is Class 4 February Heifer Calves.
Over here on the Braunvieh side, a young lady with a single entry, but man, there's loads of quality built into that animal. She's one on the side. I love the way she bounces up, and in terms of how proportional she is and the way she comes out high in that blade. I think if we were going to nitpick that one ever so slightly, maybe like to give that one a shot more depth to that rib. And we asked that one to go, like to see her get off in those back two with a bit more authority. But that's a really nice heifer for a single entry.
And first place in Class 7 over in your Beef Builder show, an automatic senior yearling Beef Builder heifer will go to entry number 11, Miss JMS Zara 03M, exhibited by Miley Gibson of Newark, Arkansas. Congratulations to that exhibitor. We're now ready to select your grand champion Beef Builder heifer here in Broadbent Arena. And catching you up over in your Red Angus Percentage Female show, first place in Class 4 and automatic Junior Heifer Calf Champion will go to entry number 101, PBRS Cedars Pandemic, exhibited by Jones Cattle Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. And first place in Class 12 and automatic Junior Heifer Champion will go to entry number 111, GR Ranch Revival, exhibited by Carly Shooter of Frankton, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your grand champion percentage female. And after we do that, we will take a short photo break. Again, we'll take a short photo break to picture your percentage female champions. And I would like to take this time to introduce your judge over in your Red Angus female show, Mr. Todd Herman. Todd grew up on a diversified livestock and grain operation. He is a graduate of Michigan State University, and Todd is the third-generation Hereford breeder. Todd, along with his wife Kim, continue to raise Hereford cattle. Tom and Kim live in Lima, Ohio, where Todd is the cow herd manager at Jones Show Cattle. Todd has judged numerous shows throughout the United States and Canada and is pleased to be here on the Green Shavings with us. If you could join me in giving Mr. Todd Herman a big round of applause.
Looking for our grand beef builder over here on this side. I think we got some give and take between the two divisions. I really like that yellow calf out of that first division. She's loaded up with power. You get in right in behind the cattle. She's really opened up in terms of her skeleton. She's comfortable on both ends when we ask that one to go. Does she balance up and is quite as eye-appealing as that black heifer out of that second division? Probably not. I think that black heifer might be giving up a shot more bone, might be a little less comfortable when we ask that one to go, but that's a really high-quality heifer. Again, it's been an awesome beef builder show over here. I'll go show you how I like them.
And your grand champion beef builder heifer over in your Braunvieh Junior Show goes to entry at number 11, Miss JMS Zara 03M, exhibited by Miley Gibson of Newark, Arkansas. Congratulations. And over in your Beef Builder Show, your reserve grand champion Beef Builder heifer will go to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. Congratulations. We're now moving on to your full-blood purebred Braunvieh Show with Class 18, Class 15 spring heifer calves. And over in your Red Angus Percentage Female Show, your grand champion Percentage Female goes to entry number 111, GR Ranch Revival, exhibited by Carly Shooter of Frankton, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion Percentage Female will go to entry number 101, PBRS Cedars Pandemic 502, exhibited by Jones County Junior College, Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Again, we will take a short photo break and be moving into your open Red Angus female show.
Over here on the Braunvieh side, starting off this division with a really nice single entry. One that's loaded up with power. I like the shape she already has when you get right in behind the cattle. One in terms of her skeleton, maybe like just give her a shot more slope to that shoulder. I think we done so. We asked that one to go. She get a little more reach off those front two. Be fun to see how that one stacks up against the older ones later on here.
And placings in Class 15 over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh show first place goes to entry number 18 at JBB Connie 550N, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations to that exhibitor. Now entering the ring is Class 15B Spring Heifer Calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 15B Spring Heifer Calves over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh Junior show.
A trio of heifers in this class. I think the more we evaluate them, the more logically they sort for me. The young lady's calf here up front wins pretty easily. I think she's the best in terms of her skeleton. I think that's evident when we set that one in motion. She's got the most reach and flex on both ends there. I think she's more correct in terms of her shoulder. I like the depth of rib and swoop, the underline she has. You get right in behind her. She's nice and powered up, opened up in her skeleton. Young man, it's going to go second with this black calf, probably the most attractive in terms of just sheer profile there, but one that just gives up some bone. I think where I struggle with that one the most is when we set that one in motion. She just needs more reach on both ends for me. Young man, it's going to round out the class. One that's got a lot of parts and pieces you can certainly tie to, just gets a little more plainer in terms of her body shape and her design and overall presence. But a good trio of heifers there in that class.
And placings in Class 15B over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 22, JBB NYLHA 502N, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 20, MAMB Lynn N502, exhibited by Walker Scott Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. And third place goes to entry number 19, COYP Naomi 30 ET, exhibited by Coy Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is your division champion. Again, your spring calf division champion is now in the ring.
Over here on the Braunvieh side, I guess the way I see this division, I think there's one that hits me pretty hard and wins pretty easily. Then for reserve, it gets pretty close for me. The young man out of that first class, man, on the standstill, this heifer's really attracted the way she's made and the way she balances out. She's just been a little contrary, so it's hard to get a good idea of how she can just really reach out, grab, and go. But that's one that's got a bright future on down the road, I do believe. Young lady out of that second class, really comfortable in terms of her skeleton. She bounces up nicely. You get right in behind the cattle, and she's got loads of power, and she's opened up there in her rib shape. That's one I like quite a bit. I'm going to use her to be your division champion, followed up that young man out of that first class B reserve. Congratulations.
And your spring calf champion over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh show will go to entry number 22, JBB NAILE 502N, exhibited by Caitlin Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Congratulations. And your reserve division female will go to entry number 18, JBB Connie 550N, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready for Class 15C Junior Heifer Calves. Again, we're ready for Class 15C over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh Junior show. And over in your Red Angus female show, we are ready for Class 1 May heifer calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 1 May heifer calves. Please note entry number 106 is a scratch. We would like to thank our photographers for the North American here this year, Lindy's Livestock Photos. Find all your ring shots and background photos at lindysphotos.com. We do appreciate them being the official photographer for this year's North American. Again, find those pictures at lindysphotos.com. And placings in Class 1 over in your Red Angus Open Female Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 112, RFCC Miss Annie, 500N, exhibited by Van Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Second place goes to entry number 105, Shady's Nikki N38, exhibited by Ella Beatty of Crossville, Tennessee. Third place goes to entry number 104, Shady's Rose N63, exhibited by Ray Hamilton of Crossville, Tennessee. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 107, DDLCC Alicia 01N, exhibited by Jones County Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 2 April Heifer Calves, and your Red Angus Open Female Show.
Over here on the Braunvieh side, certainly two pretty elite females on the top of this class. I like the young lady's lighter gray calf to go on and win. I think she's more correct in terms of her structure. I think she's longer and leveled hip than that heifer that's going to go second. And because of that, when we asked that one to go, I think she's got a shot more authority on those back too. Like to maybe just drop that rib shape down ever so slightly when you view the cattle from the side. That'd make that one pretty elite in my opinion. Young lady that's going to go second, that's a really nice one to go to, but I think this one just gets a little piecier compared to our class winner, maybe not as attractive the way she balances up from the side. She does have the advantage in terms of that center portion of her body. There's more of her there. Just like to lengthen and level that hip up, and I think she could run with that class winner all day. Young man that's going to go three, that's a nice heifer in her own right, just ran into really two good ones above her. One that just gets a little off in terms of her structure when we ask that one to go, maybe gives up a shot of bone and foot compared to the two ahead of her. Young lady that's going to go three, I think if you wanted to switch this next pair, I wouldn't argue with you too long, but I'm going to use that young lady's darker heifer to go four there. I think she does so because she balances up more neatly from the side when we view her. You get in behind her, I think she might be just a shade more opened up than that heifer that's going to round out the class. The heifer that's going to round out the class gets a little piecey in terms of her thirds. Maybe like to balance that one up, give her a shot more depth to that rib. You can certainly get that one up a spot or two.
And placings in Class 15C over in your Junior Heifer Show, over in your Full Blood Purebred Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Second place in that class goes to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third place goes to entry number 28, SW Monica 2502, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 23, JMS Ulta 64N, exhibited by Jalen M. Smith of Rosebud, Arkansas. Fifth place in that class will go to entry number 24, also exhibited by Jalen M. Smith of Rosebud, Arkansas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 15D, Junior Heifer Calves. And placings in Class 2 over in your open Reading is female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 115, RHEL Pride 3003N, exhibited by Hannah Smith of Franklin, North Carolina. And second place in Class 2 will go to entry number 113, Shady's Ginger N37, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. Please note, entry number 116 was a scratch. We're now ready to select your spring heifer calf champion over in your Reading is female show.
Certainly some give and take in this pair over here on the Braunvieh side, but I'm going to use the heavier muscled, more opened up heifer to go on and win. You get right in behind her. I like how dimensional she is and how opened up that cage is. One, it is a little stilted on both ends, and because of that, when we ask that one to go, she wants to get up in that top a little bit, but for me, that's the logical winner here today. Young lady that's going to round out the class, probably more comfortable in terms of her stride compared to the class winner, but one that just gets a little plainer and maybe in the front 1/3 of her body. Because of that, she doesn't balance up quite as nicely. We get right in behind the cattle. That one just reads a little less dimensional and a little less opened up compared to our class winner.
And placings in Class 15D over in your Braunvieh female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 30, JBB Nikki Page, 53-8N, exhibited by Kaiten Elnhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 29, JBB Nellie Queen, exhibited by Cambry Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your junior calf champion in your Braunvieh female show. And your spring heifer calf champion over in your Reading show goes to entry at number 115, RHL Pride 03N, exhibited by Hannah Smith of Franklin, North Carolina. Congratulations. And your reserve spring heifer calf champion will go to entry number 113, Shady's Ginger N37, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. We're now ready for Class 6 February heifer calves over in your Reading female show.
Over here in the Braunvieh for division, really some high quality through this particular division. Out of that first class, young lady that's got kind of a heater kind of calf combination animal, really balances up nice, just extremely elegant in terms of her profile, and she can get out and motor when you ask that one to go. Young lady out of that second division, one that's probably got more muscle than the one right ahead of her. Just want to question that one's structure ever so slightly when we get to analyzing it. With that said, I spoke that pair pretty highly in that first division. I'm going to keep those two together for champion and reserve. Congratulations.
And over in your full-blood, purebred Braunvieh show, your heifer calf champion will go to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingabine of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve division winner will go to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingabine of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 16 winner heifer calves over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh show. Again, now in your ring is Class 16.
Really angular and feminine up through that front end. I think really an excellent place to start out of this trio of heifers. Then you look at the numbers that are attached to her. You were really impressed in that regard for what she's got to offer in her overall data that is goes along with her. Then we get this heifer in second. A little bit, gives up just a little bit as far as overall power to heifers on either side of her, but you really get to looking at what that one's got to offer, how good she is in her top, how straight line she is, how unique looking she is in the front 1/3 of her body. Greenest heifer of the trio out here, there's no doubt about that. I think a really bright future in front of that heifer as she continues to develop and grow. She's going to just get better and better because she's good at the ground. You like the look that she gives you from a profile standpoint. Then there's no doubt the highest performing heifer is this one that ends up going third, really extended, long, good looking kind of female, but with that, a heifer that gets a little bit piecier looking out here. She collapses a little bit more in her forerib, and now it transitions to her shoulder than I prefer, and a heifer that isn't quite as good out to her hip when you really get to looking at her and on a profile standpoint. Numbers on that heifer, you'd sure like to change a few things there as well. But really excellent trio heifers in these Februarys. Give them a nice hand in this class.
Back over here on the Braunvieh side, I think we got a pair here that's If we're being honest, there's some give and take for me, but I think the more we analyze it, the more this young man wins for me. I think this one's more correct in terms of her structure. I think when we get right in behind the cattle, she's more opened up, and she's definitely more powerful than that one that's going to go second. She is a little plainer in that front 1/3 compared to the one right behind her, but for me, that's the one that needs to win today. Young lady that's going to go to, honestly, when she first hit the ring, I probably had her winning the class because her presentation and look has show heifer written all over, but the more we study that one, the more we'd like to change her up in terms of her skeleton. Like to open her up, especially right there in her fore rib. Maybe gets a little stilted on both ends here today.
And placings in Class 16 over in your Braunvieh female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 33, Miss LLB M58, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations. And second place in that class will go to entry number 32, JBB Miley 68M, exhibited by Shelby Smyrna of Wiley, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering the ring is Class 17 senior heifer calves over in your Braunvieh female show. Again, entering now is Class 17 senior heifer calves. And placings in Class 6 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 132, Sandridge Mia 5733, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Second place in that class goes to entry number 129, ARAS Kia 214N, exhibited by Sarah Finstadler of Rush City, Minnesota. Third place in that class goes to entry number 130, TC Hannah 43M, exhibited by Nathan Skiva of North Branch, Minnesota. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 7 January heifer calves over in your Red Angus female show. And placings in Class 7 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 136, Sandridge La Barbara 5731, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. And second place in that class goes to entry number 133, Cayuga Miss Oda 125, exhibited by Taylor Palcat of Union Springs, New York. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your junior heifer calf champion in your Red Angus female show.
supersedes the first division. I thought that was really good as far as the quality that we saw in that particular division. You get to look at these four heifers, the future look that they exhibit out here. They're really good condition-wise and sound. You get them in motion. I think a really bright future in front of all four of these heifers. There's no doubt about it. You get to looking at this pair of class winners. There's sure some differences in their chest and how they're designed in that regard. Heifer to me a little bit stouter in their overall bone work is the one I'm going to use, and that's the heifer that come out of the younger class in February down here. She'll be your division champion. The January here will be reserved. Congratulations. Give them a nice hand.
Over here on the Braunvieh side, certainly a fun trio to evaluate. The young lady that's going to win the class, she moved up a spot for me or two. The more I studied this one, from the middle forward, man, that thing's lights out good. The way she comes out high in that blade, really extending that front 1/3 of her body. Where I'd like to change that one up is in her hip design. She gets a little proud in that tail head. I'd like to give that one just maybe a shot more dimension in that rear 1/3 to balance that one up and maybe pull that one apart in her pin set. I think if we done so, it would square her up from her hock down to the surface. That's one I like quite a bit to go on a win. Young lady that's going to go second, man, if you like them powerful and broody, you can certainly tie to this one. Again, middle forward, this one's pretty good. She's really deep. She's really good in terms of that shoulder construction. One, it just gets maybe a little short-hipped and wants to get under herself ever so slightly when we set that one in motion. Young lady that's going to round out the class, maybe the heaviest conditioned of the trio, but one for me, gets a little straight in that shoulder and wants to slope off from hooks to the pins. And because of that, when we ask that one to go, she wants to get outside of her skeleton on those back two.
And placings in Class 17 over in your Braunvieh Female Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 34, B.L. Bailey, MS30, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. Second place in that class will go to entry number 36, Miss BBB 474, exhibited by Natalie Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third place in that class goes to entry number 35, S.W. Harley 2455, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your senior calf champion over in your full-blood purebred Braunvieh show. And over in your Red Angus Female Show, your junior heifer calf champion will go to entry number 132, Sandridge Mia 5733, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. And your reserve junior heifer calf champion will go to entry number 136, Sandridge La Barbara 5731, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Again, congratulations. And now entering the ring is Class 10 winter heifer calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 10 Red Angus females.
Another really good division over here on the Braunvieh side. A young man out of that first class. That's just good kind of cattle when we get to studying it. She's really correct in terms of her skeleton. You get behind her, she doesn't disappoint you much there either. Maybe not quite the bells and whistles is that one right behind her, but that's a really good one that's got a bright future. Young lady out of that second class is one that, man, as I spoke in class, from the middle forward, that thing's pretty wicked. She's so attractive in that front 1/3 of her body and how her shoulder lays in, really soft in the middle. Maybe like just power that one up in her rear third and change just how that pin set sets in and square her up there from her hock down to the surface. With that said, I like that pair out of that second class, so I'm going to keep those together. This one will be your champion. Young lady with that dark brown will be your reserve. Congratulations.
And your senior calf champion over in your Braunvieh show will go to entry number 34, B.L. Bailey MS30, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. And your reserve division champion will go to entry number 36, Miss BBB 474, exhibited by Natalie Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 20. Intermediate heifers, again, now in the ring is Class 20 over in your Braunvieh Full Blood Purebred Show.
November, December heifers. End up using these 2 December heifers to win this class. Heifers that, to me, complement themselves very well, and especially this class winner, to me, just a really good, high-quality individual. You look at that one, whether she's moving or parked out here, everything stays where it's supposed to. Real smooth in her overall makeup, extremely long up through the front end. Good at the ground as you watch this one travel around the ring. Just a lot of positives about that heifer in the way that one's made. This heifer coming here in second is sure really stout. You look at her from the ground up, the amount of bone work that's in that one. She's got some natural muscle in her. She's got some shape in her up high in her skeleton. But you get that one in motion. That one wants to struggle just a little bit as you watch that one go. She's not near as attractive up through that front 1/3 of her body as what we've got in our class winner, but a good, high-quality individual that ends up going second. This heifer here in third is sure one that's got some unique parts to her. There's no doubt about that. Big legs underneath that one, really long and extended up through that front end. But a heifer to me is a little bit narrower in the way that one's built, especially in her top and up to her hip. She doesn't transition as nice right there in her forerib and shoulder. You just wants to collapse right there a little bit more, and I prefer just want to open that one up in her forerib to smooth that heifer up a little bit better comparatively to the 2 that walk out ahead of her. Then we get a real straight line, level hip kind of heifer coming here in third or fourth. One that you like as far as her bone work, that one gets her over this heifer right behind her. But a heifer to me is not quite soft enough made. I'd like to see just a little more brood cow look to that one, and that's definitely what we've got in this heifer that follows in behind her. She is real broody looking, but with that she gets a little bit deeper in her neck, a little bit shorter couple kind of heifer. It's nice to see just a little more extended kind of female from one end to the other, but sure one that can get out and go, very sound in her skeleton and structure.
Just one over here on the Gelby side, but if you like them powered up and muscular, you can certainly tie to this one because she is that. I really appreciate that softness she has to her ribs. She's got the nice swoop to that underline. Just one we question in terms of her skeleton. She gets a little stilted there on both ends, maybe like to lengthen that hip up ever so slightly, because when we ask that one to go, she wants to get up on her toes there and wants to row over, and her pastern's just a tick.
And first place in Class 20 over in your Braunvieh show goes to entry number 39, WCCR LE 4072, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. Now in the ring is Class 21 Junior Yearling Heifers over in your Braunvieh show. Again, in the ring now is Class 21 Junior Yearling Heifers. And placings in Class 10 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 141, GERA Cowgirl 4651, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. Second place goes to entry number 143, PR3SO Helen M369, exhibited by Taylor Poff of Chardon, Ohio. Third place goes to entry number 147, Sandridge La Barbara, 4610, exhibited by Allison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Fourth place in that class will go to entry number 144, DZB Valentina, 241, exhibited by Aubrey Carter of Center, Kentucky. And fifth place goes to entry number 145, exhibited by Van Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 11 Senior Heifer Calves over near Red Angus Female Show.
Flexible as you watch that one go, and very fluid and get her in motion. Just like to put that one together a little bit nicer. Nice class to these September and October heifers.
4 heifers over here on the Braunvieh side that sort pretty quickly for me. Young lady's heifer wins the class handily. She's one that balances up really nice, really opened up into that forerib, carries it back into that rib. Love how deep that one is in the flank. I think that one's got a shot more bone and foot than the one right behind her. We asked that one to go, and she's a bit more comfortable than that heifer that's going to go too. The heifer that goes second is very similar in terms of type and kind to our class winner, just gives up some depth of body and overall balance compared to that one right ahead of her. I think we give that one a shot more to that middle. She makes a run at winning the class. Young man that's going to go 3, maybe gets just a shot lot more tubular in her design compared to the two ahead of her, but I think that one's more opened up in her skeleton, and she carries that width down to the surface better than that heifer that's going to round out the class. The heifer that's going to round out the class will give you a nice look when a young lady gets her parked on the profile. It's just when we ask that one to go, she's a little straight on both ends, and because of that, when you set that one in motion, she wants to get up in her top.
And placings over in Class 21 junior yearling heifers in your Braunvieh female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 44, JBB Mila 434M, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Ella Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 43, CEF Miss Marie Levakes, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Third place goes to entry number 41, SW Honeybun, exhibited by Everett Trent Knapp of Owington, Kentucky. Fourth place goes to entry number 42, MIP Madison, exhibited by Cambry Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now selecting your yearling champion female.
Over here on the Gelby side, as we look for division and reserve, I think young lady out of that first class has got as much power and dimension as anything we've seen today. And you get right in behind her. She's really opened up into that cage. I appreciate that about her. Maybe like just to change her up ever so slightly in terms of her structure. Young lady out of that second class has got the cow of the division. Man, this one just reads Callie to me. With all that cow power, she's really good in her structure. She goes about the ring with a lot of athleticism. With that said, I'm more comfortable with the structure out of that pair, out of that last class. I'm going to keep them together for your champion in reserve. Congratulations.
And your yearling champion full-blood purebred Braunvieh will go to entry number 44, JBB Mila 434M, exhibited by Caton Enhart of Ella Lake, Texas. And your reserve division will go to entry number 43, CEF Miss Marie Laveau, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. And over in your Red Angus female show, placings in Class 11 are as followed. First place goes to entry number 154, VDL April Fools, exhibited by Ruby Perkins of Amity, Pennsylvania. Second place goes to entry number 150, RFCC Plush 905M, exhibited by Max Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Third place goes to entry number 152, TC Luna 136M, exhibited by Brooklyn Durbury of Olton, Texas. Congratulations. And over in your red Angus female show, your fall heifer calf champion will go to entry number 141. GERA Cowgirl 4651, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. And your reserve fall heifer champion will go to entry number 154, VDL April Fools 61M, exhibited by Ruby Perkins of Amity, Pennsylvania. And first place in class 15, an automatic intermediate heifer calf champion, will go to entry number 154, Shady's Miss Ruby M65, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. And over in your Braunvieh show, we are ready to select your grand champion, a full-blood, purebred Braunvieh female here in your junior show. And I would like to take this time to reintroduce your judge over in your Braunvieh show, Mr. Brandon Bratcher from Elizabeth, Indiana. Again, Brandon graduated from Purdue University with a degree in animal science. He, along with his family, raised commercial Angus cattle with a small but nationally competitive show cattle herd. Again, if you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Bratcher one more big round of applause for being out here with us.
Over here to Braunvieh side, I guess I'd like to start out by thanking the North American for having me. It's always a blast to come here and judge cattle at the best livestock show in the world. It's truly second to none. The cattle have been excellent. Numbers not real high, but the quality's definitely been there through each division from start to end. And the kids, I tell you what, I compliment you. The kids are even better than the cattle, and it makes it a joy to evaluate these things. With that said, I guess the way I see cattle, they got to be sound, and from there, they got to have something to them. They got to have longevity built into those skeletons. We want to take them home and kick them out, even if they've been show heifers. I want to take them home and have a long career out in a pasture. From there, I like cattle with a lot of bells and whistles. I like some look to my cattle. I guess today, the way I see it over here on the Braunvieh side, there's one that hit me really hard, and I think each time I see her, I like her a little more, and I think she's the logical winner, and I think it gets pretty close from there for reserve. I think he could go a couple of different ways, but while I go out and shake the hand of your grand champion and fill in that spot, let's give these young exhibitors a huge round of applause for an awesome job today.
And first place in Class 18 over in your Red Angus female show will go to entry number 161, TC Sugar M172, exhibited by Carly Nitzel of Epworth, Iowa. Congratulations to that exhibitor. Now in the ring is Class 19 March Spring Yearling Heifers over in your Red Angus female show. And your grand champion, full-blood, purebred Braunvieh female here at the North American will go to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingebein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion, full-blood, purebred Braunvieh female will go out and come to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingebein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors for a successful Beef Builder and Braunvieh Junior show here at the North American. And we will take a few pictures and then be moving on to our miniature Hereford show here in Broadbent at 3 o'clock.